Hi, my name's Brianna Snyder and I'm a Board Certified Behavior Analyst with DiNovi Associates. This is part 2 of the video series, Increasing Good Habits Using Self-Monitoring, Chaining, and Shaping. This video will cover 5th edition task list items G1, G2, G7, G8, and G20. Just to review, a habit is a routine or practice performed regularly or an automatic response to a specific situation. I will still be referring to James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, where he breaks down the steps to change your habits while replacing them with habits that are positive and specific to your own personal goals. Part 1 went over how to monitor your current behaviors, choosing a few habits you'd like to add into your routine, actually adding these habits into your daily routine, habit stacking, and creating systems. So, now that you've set up your systems and started implementing target habits, I'm going to dive into how to make these habits more attractive, leading to making the behaviors themselves serve as conditioned reinforcers. Ever find yourself wanting to engage in certain behaviors, but then there are so many other more immediately reinforcing activities you could be doing? For example, you want to work out, but watching Netflix is so much more fun. Or better yet, you have reports to write and you find yourself procrastinating because you found 100 other things to do instead. You'll need to make engaging in these behaviors much more preferred, eventually making the behaviors themselves conditioned reinforcers. James Clear refers to this as temptation bundling. What this means is you are linking a behavior you want to do with a behavior you need to do. This means you engage in multiple behaviors within the same time frame, making that thing you need to do much more preferred. For example, you hate working out, so you decide you're going to walk on the treadmill at home while watching Netflix. You can even give yourself a rule. I will only watch Netflix when I'm walking on the treadmill. Eventually, when this becomes a habit, you will begin to associate Netflix with the treadmill, leading to a higher likelihood that you're going to work out. You can also combine temptation bundling with the habit stacking or chaining you did to insert the new habits into your daily routine. You need to relax more through meditation, but you also want to scroll through your phone while you drink your morning coffee. You can add meditation to the behavior chain and provide a highly preferred activity after it, serving as reinforcement for engaging in meditation. For example, you can say, after I make my morning coffee, I will meditate for 5 minutes. After I meditate, I will scroll through social media on my phone for 5 minutes. The next part that plays a role in your habit forming is the individuals with whom you surround yourself with. We are going to behave based on our environment, so it only makes sense that we may imitate behaviors of others in our environment in anticipation of social reinforcement for doing so. Naturally, you are going to pick up habits from the people you are around the most, whether they are good or bad. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to up and ditch all of your friends and family if you want to start some new habits, but what I'm saying is, now that you're aware of this, you can make the choice as to whom you want to spend your time with. Here's an example and just some food for thought. If your current habit is going out to the bar on the weekends, and you'd rather do yoga on the weekends, you might want to find at least one friend who would be willing to do yoga with you on the weekends. You might have to tell your bar friends that you don't want to go out this weekend, but that's okay, I'm sure they'll understand. Another way to increase engagement in those new habits would be to change your verbal behavior surrounding them. Rather than saying, "Oh, I need to go to the gym tomorrow morning," you can say, "Tomorrow morning I'm going to increase my endurance and ensure I'm living a healthy life." Rather than saying, "I don't want to write that FBA," you can say, "I'm going to write this FBA so I can make a difference in my learner's life and create positive behavior change." While you're still working to increase those good habits, bad habits might still creep up from time to time. You can also reframe your verbal behavior regarding the bad habits. Rather than talking about all the ways you enjoyed the bad habit, highlight the benefits of removing that habit from your daily routine. If you're a procrastinator and turn to social media, you can say to yourself, "Scrolling through my phone does not help me get closer to my professional or personal goals. When I am not aimlessly scrolling through my phone, I am more focused and I am able to accomplish much more." As you continue to increase your habits through reinforcement, chaining, and shaping, keep in mind you should be self-monitoring and collecting some data on these behaviors. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 3 coming soon.